You got it.
Tracy works with NSI, and what we're going to do is I'm just going to let her introduce herself a little bit. She's going to give some general information about their program, how it works, how you sign someone up for it, what counties they serve, those different types of services they offer, and then we'll open it up for questions when she's done. So go ahead, Tracy, take it away.
Sounds great, Judy. Thanks for the intro. Like Judy said, my name is Tracy Ellenbaum-Klespies. I live in Dilworth and I home office. My coworker Christy was unable to technology is a wonderful thing when it works, but she was having a hard time getting in this morning. So she's on standby. If I have something that I can't answer, I'll quick text her. So she meant to be here and do the main part of the spiel, but you are stuck with me now. So I'm winging it. But good news is I've been with the program for almost 25 years, so I should know most things that come up today. We service 9 different counties in Region 4: Clay, Becker, Otter Tail, Wilkin, Pope, Douglas, Stevens, Traverse, and Otter Tail. I think I got them all. Did I miss any? I think I got them all. And we have been doing the nutrition part of senior services since 1999, which sounds so long ago, and really it is. But we have had just a wonderful experience in this area, really reaching out to our rural clients, getting meal deliveries out, really trying to do some outreach, getting people into the dining sites. If that works with their daily living. Home delivered meals has really increased over the last several years, and we are really passionate about what we do and want to get meals out to anybody who needs. There is a registration form, a very simple form that needs to be filled out. Anybody who's 60 years of age or older is eligible for the program. You can sign up many different ways. We have a website. We have many different locations throughout all the communities in the 9 different counties. And so we hope, and if you're not able to find those numbers, Senior Linkage Line is a great resource. Judy's a great resource. We just ask around. Somebody has heard of NSI, and they will get you to the proper person to get that set up for your loved one or family member.
Did you see that your cohort joined us? Christy was able to get on.
Finally,
there she is.
Oh my gosh.
No, I didn't.
I am so sorry.
Okay.
I am very, very sorry about that.
No problem.
So
Okay.
What did I miss, or what can I add?
Well, I was rambling, so I'm not sure. Judy, what else do you need from us before we start with the questions?
So why don't you go ahead? So did you list all the 9 counties that you do? I see Amy just threw those in chat.
Yes. Thank you,
counties
Amy.
that you cover. So you offer, maybe talk about a little bit about your home delivered, your couple different kinds of congregate, and your food shelf.
Yep. Okay, so basically, as you mentioned, we do the 9 counties. With the home delivered and congregate dining, we have 9 kitchen sites that we work with. Did you already discuss those, Tracy?
Nope.
Okay, we have 9 kitchen sites that we work with in our 9 counties. And what we do is contract with local senior centers, well, have a lease agreement, I guess, with local senior centers to be able to use their kitchen and make meals for those areas. They include Alexandria, Breckenridge, Detroit Lakes, Hoffman, Morris, Osakis, Parker's Prairie, Pelican Rapids, and Fergus Falls. So in those sites, we actually hire the staff to prepare the meals, and we work with US Foods to do the primary food deliveries for these kitchen sites. But we also sometimes they have to pick up things locally, that type of thing. But anyway, the main point is that we work with those senior centers to be able to make the meals in those communities. And a lot of times they will also deliver to other areas. For instance, Alexandria, they have a route that goes to Evansville. Morris, they deliver for Chicago, Herman, and apartment building in Morris. So there's different ways that we can work with that. Then we also partner with 5 different food shelves. We partner with in Hoffman, Elbow Lake, Battle Lake, Felton, and Holly. So we bring frozen meals to those food shelves, and they are able to get meals out to those. And what we have found with the food shelves is that they've definitely been reaching people that weren't utilizing the home delivered or congregate dining. So it's been a really good partnership with them, and we're hoping to expand that in 2023. So we also work with diners clubs. That's another way we get meals out, and that might be in communities where they don't necessarily have a viable senior center per se. And so we try to work with a local restaurant to provide the meals. And some of those communities include Starbuck, Lake Park, Ashby, Lowry, Henning, Kensington, Miltona, Osage, Glenwood, and Wheaton. So those have been some great partnerships in those communities and has been working out really well. Another example of ways that we get meals out is we contract with Concordia. They do tons of meals for us. They primarily serve the Moorhead and Dilworth area, but they also give us meals to get to Hawley, Glendon, Ulen, and Hitterdall. So they give us a lot of meals to get out there. So, and we also partnership then with Heartland to do a lot of those deliveries, which has been awesome. We also contract with the Perham Hospital. They get meals for congregate and home delivered for there and New York Mills. And we've just recently started working with Barnesville Grocery, which has been a great partnership since the restaurant closed in Barnesville. So Barnesville Grocery has been getting home delivered meals out for us. So Tracy's probably already covered the fact that our program serves people age 60 and over, but we also will provide meals for volunteers. They are eligible to donate towards their meals, and also spouses of people age 60 and over. So if you are 60 and older, you are eligible to donate what you feel you can afford towards your meal. Right now, our suggested price is $4 to $8, but no one is refused a meal due to inability to pay. So that is kind of where that is at. Just a little bit of information. In 2022, we served 306,293 meals. So we feel really good about that. And we've been seeing an increase in the need of meals. So that's been interesting. And I don't know if Tracy shared with you, but Larry Kruger is the president of Nutrition Services. Nutrition Services is a private nonprofit company that has the contract with Dancing Sky to provide the senior meals in these 9 counties. But Larry Kruger has been working with the senior nutrition for over 42 years. And Tracy and I have both been here for 24 since NSI was awarded the bid to do the programs in these 9 counties. So we've got a little bit of longevity there. But anyway, anything else that I've missed now that I was able to get in here on this webinar?
Christy, if somebody is working with a senior that would like to get started with meals, what's the easiest way for them to get started?
Oh, sure. Well, first of all, I was going to give the names. The best, they could call the local site, but we do have a website. Our website is NSISeniornutrition.com. We're in the process of getting that updated because we've had a few changes in the last couple years. So we're going to work on updating that. But so on there is links to the different communities that we serve. And I guess if somebody wanted to look at the website, they could look there, and my number is located on there, which is 320-795-2481. But they could also they could contact me, they could contact Tracy, which her number is 218-233-4567. Or they could contact directly to the site, which is numbers are located on the website.
Great, and both Tracy and Amy dropped the website into the chat, so you guys can see that too. Are there any other questions? Does anybody have anything that burning question that they wanted to know?
Hi, Christy, I have a question.
Okay.
Is Ballard going to be opening soon? Some of the seniors are talking about it.
Yeah, that's a good question. So I thought it was very interesting last year when they closed. I had no idea. I guess sometimes we're the last to know some information every now and then. So if you guys hear something, it's good to let us know. I have not been contacted by the new owner. I just found out probably a couple weeks ago that a new person bought the restaurant. I have not been in contact with them. I thought I would give them a little bit of time to get acclimated to their business. And I guess if the seniors are pushing them into it, they're welcome to give me a call. But I just thought I would wait a couple months and let them get used to their restaurant before we would try
You
to.
want a blueberry or a strawberry muffin? Strawberry, blueberry.
Blueberry, I'd like, please.
Blueberry. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
That wasn't me.
Sorry, I'm a caregiver for my husband, and I was offering him a muffin to keep him busy.
No
I
worries,
didn't
no
realize,
worries.
sorry.
No
Now, how do I
worries.
shut this thing off?
I'll
Shoot.
do it for you.
So at this point, Vallard is, I'm just gonna wait a couple months.
Mhm.
But in the meantime, they are bringing meals over from the Glenwood site, and they can also, I know there's been several people that have been going down to Glenwood to eat also. But yeah, I'll pursue that in a couple months.
Sounds good. I'll let you know if they have any other information.
Okay, sounds good. Any
Sometimes
other
it's
questions?
Sometimes it's the locals that know more before we do.
Right.
Well, I know I just happened to go to Glenwood the one day and they were like, well, Vallard is closed. And I'm like, what? Nobody's told me Vallard closed. I had no idea. So,
And so if
yeah, sometimes.
so if a site only is open a couple days a week, do you offer frozen meals too for folks to take home?
Yes, if they, because many of our congregate sites are only opened 1 to 2 days, well, 1 day a week or 2 days a month is kind of what a lot of them have been doing right now as far as the kitchen sites. But yes, absolutely, they can ask to take a frozen takeout meal if they choose to.
There's also a question about funding in the chat,
Okay, look,
asking where funding comes from, I'm assuming.
okay. Well, Judy probably is better to answer that one, but part of what we use to run the program is the donations that the clients give. Like I said, our suggested cost is $4 to $8, but we have some people that pay nothing and some that pay the full $8, and most kind of right in between there. So, but then Judy can probably hit on the rest of the funding questions.
Sure. So they're funded with, we get Older American Act dollars who come from the federal government. It comes down to the Minnesota Board on Aging, which is the state unit. The state unit then divvies up the Older American Act dollars funding to the 6, well, it used to be 7 AAAs in the state of Minnesota. And then we reach out to providers to provide nutrition. So in our area, because we cover 21 counties, to be a nutrition provider, we have 3 regions. So region 4 is what we call the area that NSI covers. And if someone would want to apply to serve that, they have to apply to serve all 9 counties. We have region 1 up north and region 2, and you have to service the whole area. There are some state funds that come into play as well that help with nutrition. And as a matter of fact, there is a bill in the legislature right now that we're asking for additional, all the nutrition providers as a whole for the AAAs are asking for additional dollars from the surplus that the state has to help funding with nutrition, because we're seeing increase, while congregate has gone down, we're seeing increase in need of meals for home delivered in our food shelf projects. And there are some AAAs who have had to put people actually on wait lists because they have not had enough. Now, fortunately, we have not had to do that, because I certainly do not want to be the one to tell someone they can or can't have a meal. But that is what we're looking for. But it's a combination, majority is federal, but then there is a combination of some federal funds as well. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does.
Yes, okay, great. Any other questions? All righty, you guys did a good job of explaining everything. You've answered everyone's questions that they have, so that's a good deal.
Once I got on here, yay.
Yeah, exactly, yes.
Well, I just wanted to say one more thing. This is Tracy. That Christy and we have been doing this for so long that we just assume everybody knows that this is available. And it's very interesting to me how many people don't realize that this program is still available we will get to any community however we can make that work, whether it's twice a month, delivering frozen meals, or just working with other caregivers, home health. We partner with them sometimes to pick up meals at a site on their way out to maybe the middle of nowhere where they're going to care for somebody who's still living on the family farm. So there's a lot of ways that we can get meals to somebody, and it's just word of mouth. Let everybody know that this is a great program, and it is still working good, working well.
So Christy, maybe I missed it. Did either of you mention that you do also serve people who are on waivers, and you also take EBT benefits?
Yeah, no, we didn't talk about that. Yes, we do. We do take people if they qualify for alternative care, elderly waiver, or caddy waiver. So that is one of the hardest things, is sometimes we get questions from people about wanting to serve people under the age of 60 that may have a disability. And that gets a little difficult sometimes because we do not get funding for them unless they are on a caddy waiver. So sometimes we will try to work something out with them or the family member. We do usually ask for prepayment. We don't always necessarily ask for the full cost of the meal, which, because we realize that that's an area that's probably underserved at this point, unless they are on a caddy waiver, and some of them just aren't. But yes, we do work with that, and we have been seeing a lot more people using their EBT cards to help cover the cost of their meals. But yes, we do accept all of those.
And if you have a caregiver who is getting a home delivered meal for their care receiver who is over 60, but the caregiver, let's say, is 59, they do qualify to receive a meal.
Yes.
So just so that too.
Yep. And if there is a disabled person that is under the age of 60 that is living in the home with somebody that is age 60, they also can get a meal.
Yep. So it's, if there's any doubt, I would recommend calling myself or calling Christy or Tracy and getting a hold of them, because usually we can figure out a way to get them a meal. So if you come across anyone who it's questionable, please feel free to reach out, because we will do what we can to try to make it work. My favorite are your diners clubs that are also the pub and bar, in town. Those are my favorites, but it's like, it's the, God bless them, because it's the only
Yeah.
place in town to get a meal. And so, I mean, I think it's
Right.
awesome that they offer that. So, yeah. So one more call for questions if anyone has anything. All righty. Well, thank you, everyone. So much. I really appreciate. Oh, and NSI is also involved in distributing frozen meals at food shelves. Correct.
Yes.
Yes, that is right, Katie. They do. Christy, can you mention the food shelves again? Which ones do you guys are currently using?
Yep, we currently use in Holly, Felton, Battle Lake, Hoffman, and Elbow Lake are the 5 that we currently are serving. But we, like I said, we were hoping to maybe expand that into a couple more, especially in areas where there might not be a senior center readily available to them. So.
Sure. So I would say if you're a provider or you're working and you're in a community that has a food shelf that thinks there's a need, to please reach out, because we certainly can look at the probability of serving them as well. Yeah, good question. Okay. Well, thank you, Christy and Tracy. I really appreciate you guys taking time to kind of spread the word and just answer a few questions. And I said, it's a great program. They offer lots of ways, and these 2 ladies are a lot of fun, and they do what they can to make sure that everybody gets what they need. So we really appreciate them. So in a matter of time, we're going to let you guys out of here. We got out of here in a half hour, so that works out good. Everyone enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope that your forecast is not what ours is. So
Well, and I would like to just say, apologize again for coming in late. I maybe someday I'll upgrade my computer to something that's a little more workable.
No
But-
worries. No worries. We need to talk to Larry about that.
Yes,
we do.
Well,
Yes, we do.
it's me. He would have no problem. It's me with the hesitancy, because
Oh.
it's just like, sometimes I don't want a camera.
Yeah, I hear you. Oh, alrighty. Well, thank you, everyone, and have
Thank you,
a
everybody.
good rest of your week.
You too. Take
Thank
care.
you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.